Hey guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is kind of a different one, or at least the look that I created is. I've already done a couple of these on my channel before, but I'm doing an Influenster unboxing today. It is a Vanessa Hudgens and Sinful Colors collab, and Influenster sent me a few of those products to try out and review for today. So in this video you'll see me open up the box and try out each of the products and see my opinions and first impression on them. I just want to say a big thank you to Influenster and Sinful Colors for sending me these products to try out. I really love doing these videos. I think they're so fun to unbox products and try them out on camera. So if you like these videos and want to see more, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe. And other than that, let's just hop right on into the video. Okay, so I've already opened the box, but I have not opened any of the products inside. This is exactly like how it looked when I first got it. So I think there's 5 products in here. Yeah, there's 5 different products. So let's take those out. So the first one is a colored mascara. Now all of these products are colored products because it's the Sinful Colors box. It's a purple mascara. And then here there's a purple eyeliner. And then right here, this is interesting. This one says bold brow. So we'll see what we can do with this. Apparently we're going to be having a pretty crazy brow today. And then this one is cream eyeshadow. And then here is a, what is this? It's a highlighter stick. So we'll see what we can do with this. Honestly, like, the colors don't really like go together super well. I mean, I guess if you're going for a Christmassy look, if you like kind of look at these, but like then purple mascara. So we'll see what we can get out of this. I think first I'll start with brows. And as you can see right here, these are my like completely natural brows. It's been a good minute since anyone's actually seen my real brows on camera because I have been filling them in recently and I've been doing it before I get on camera. So this is what they look like. It's not too much different than how they look when they're filled in, other than that they're darker. And yeah, I mean, this one's a work in progress, but this one is basically exactly how it always looks. So for brows, I'm just gonna unscrew this. We'll swatch this first. That's interesting. There's a lot of product on this, so I'm kind of nervous. I may just have to go in with like a separate brush instead of using it straight from the tube because I don't want to like completely mess this up because it's a little gloppy, but they're pretty shades. I'm going to have this little brush right here next to me just in case. I think I'm going to go with the goldish. I'm going to take this little spoolie. There's like nothing on it. I just want to brush my eyebrows out so there's no like hairs sticking out. I may use my little clear mascara to set them in place after the fact, but I also might not because that tends to pick up the color that is on your brows or like underneath. So I'm just going to like try to rub off a little excess and see if we can get a more pointed tip. And then I guess I'm just going to go in. This isn't applying like how I thought it would necessarily, probably because I wiped a little bit off, but it's more of just like giving the hairs a little bit of like a goldenish tone, rather than like making the whole thing all gold. I actually don't really mind this. I mean, obviously not for every day, but so far it seems like pretty nice. I'm just not a huge fan of the applicator. I like mildly mess this up. So I didn't want too much on it. I'm just going to take that clean spoolie and, I mean, it's not clean anymore. I'm just going to kind of brush that through. Oh good, I don't think I even need like a brow gel because I just kind of brushed through over here and they're kind of like crunchy and crispy, so just kind of holding it in place. I'm going to dip in just a little bit, kind of rub off the excess, fill in right here. Because I still want to maintain like a normal brow shape. I'm going to try to use this product to do so. I mean, that looks pretty cool, to be honest. Especially if it was like a holiday brow for like a holiday party, that would be pretty cool. I kind of wish I would have like reviewed this sooner. I got this like a couple weeks ago. And I wish I would have like done this sooner so then I could have used this in like a Christmas look, but next year for sure. Should I try the red side? Or should I keep it like cohesive? I think I'm going to try to keep it cohesive and then I'll try, because I see that the red's like really pretty, so I'm just going to continue on with this one for this brow, or for the other brow, and then maybe I'll actually, because there was no lip, I think I might use the other brow side as like a lip thing. Or I actually have another product that I was sent by a different brand, so I think I'll maybe try that out. There's like a dog hair on my nose. Okay, so something that I can say for sure is I'm really not a fan of the application tool. Honestly, like, I think if it was on like a spoolie and the spoolie dipped into the product, that would be so much better. Because it's kind of just like getting on my face in clumps. Like that. So I think either like applying it and then brushing it out with a spoolie, or if you just like try to dip a spoolie in there, that would be a good option for this. Okay, so I'm just going to quick go off camera and use like a Q-tip to clean up around the outside. Okay, still not that happy with how this brow turned out, but I think this one looks pretty darn good. Like I said, I blame it on the application tool, but the product itself is really good. I like it. Honestly, I think for this look, I'm not even going to do like foundation and stuff. I think I'm just going to like keep it like kind of natural and whatever. I have like 2 pimples on my face though, so I'm going to conceal those at some point. But I'm just going to go right in with a cream eyeshadow. So for this, I think I'm going to try, maybe I'll try both, like one on each eye. This is more like a doe foot applicator, so that's like really creamy and pigmented. I do like that shade. Ooh, I really like that one. It's like a cool blue tone. Honestly, I think I actually may use that one on my lips. Or like just in general, I could use it on my lips. So, I think I'm gonna like just shake it up just in case. And then I'm just gonna apply it to the lid like with the applicator, and let's see. And then I'll use this brush to just blend out the edges. Okay, so this product does dry down pretty quickly. So you have to work fast. I'm going to go in with another coat, because when I blended it out, it got a little patchy. So I'm just going to go over it again and apply more this time, and then blend it out as fast as possible. I literally just put like a huge glob. I mean, that certainly looks interesting. It's actually a really pretty shade. Okay, so once again it blended out pretty patchy and not very pigmented. As you can see the difference between that eye and that eye. So I'm just going to take more of this and I'm just going to like apply a ton like I did last time. And then we'll blend it out again and see how it looks. Okay, so it's just the tiniest bit patchy. It still looks a little bit lighter than the other one, so I'm going to go in with one more coat. and blend it out one more time. Okay, so for the lashes, first I am just going to curl them with my regular curler. I have no idea where this is from. I'm going to curl them. And then I'm going to apply the mascara like I normally would. Okay, so on the lashes, I think it has more of like a little bit of a brownish tint to it. It's not as bright purple as I was expecting it to be, but I think it still looks pretty cool. I'm going to apply it to the bottom lashes as well. Actually, it's really lengthening. I think I might try out their black one for like everyday use on my lower lashes because it made them look really long. Okay, so because I always like having fake lashes on, and obviously there was no like fake lashes sent with this, I'm going to cut up a pair of these lashes that are just kind of old and and I don't really wear them anymore. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to apply mascara to them, some of the purple mascara. For some reason, the footage that I have for this part is missing, but basically what I said was that I was trying out the purple liner, and when I went over the bottom waterline, which is what I use the liner for, the first coat wasn't very pigmented, and it seemed to kind of just slide around on like the natural like eye liquids, I guess, that are on my waterline. And this is then where I mentioned that I waited, and once the first coat kind of like settled in, when I applied the second coat, it went on much more pigmented, but the first coat was not the most pigmented and didn't go on the best. Okay, so I went over it a second time, and it applied a lot darker this time. I think maybe you just need to apply a second layer after the first one kind of like settles in there. But I do think it's a pretty shade. I just don't think it would work very well for a wing, just because of like the shape of it, if you can see that. So probably more of like a waterline liner. And then I'm going to be trying out the last product, which is this stick highlighter. And honestly, like things that come in stick form really kind of like scare me. I don't know, I just feel like since you're putting it directly on your face, if there's like any germs on your face, I mean obviously you should wash your face every time you apply makeup or something, but I feel like if there's anything on your face and it just keeps getting on the stick and you're reapplying it, and I don't like the idea of something touching your face over and over again, which is why I've never like tried anything like this before, but we'll see how this goes. It's really pretty. It's probably like too dark for my skin. I'm going to take this EcoTools Beauty Blender and just blend it out. Another thing about like stick products is like if I were to apply it over a foundation, I don't really know. I feel like it would just move the foundation, so I've never really tried them before. Let me go in with a little more. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this is a really pretty shade, but it's a little bit too dark for my skin. As you can see, it's more of like, it just looks kind of a little weird because it's like darker than my skin tone, and you can see that there's like a shadow that it casts from like the side, which is how you can tell if a highlighter is too dark. But I'm just gonna finish applying this for the sake of the video to my normal highlight areas. It does blend pretty nicely, although I'm like using bare skin right now, so I'm not sure how it will blend over a foundation, but it applies very smoothly. The first like swipe was kind of like, it didn't glide very well, and it kind of like just stuck to my face, but after like the first time it glides on really smoothly. Yeah, even you can see in the nose highlight, I mean my nose is really red right now because I'm just like trying to blend that out. My nose will get red. Well, any of my face will get red whenever I touch it. So it's like red right now, but you can see that it's like too dark for me. Actually, it might be a nice like Cupid's Bow highlighter. Oh, by the way, this one is in the shade Rose Glow 3002. So like I said, it's a really pretty shade and it would definitely work for someone with like darker skin. But since it's like a highlighter, it definitely needs to be lighter for my skin type. But it is really pretty and it applied really nicely and blended out really nicely. So I'm really happy with it in terms of how it worked. But like I said, the shade is too dark for me personally. Earlier I was saying that I was going to go in with the shade for the lips, but if you can see right here where I swatched it, it's like all crumbly, like both of those are crumbly, and like I said earlier, my brows are like stiff in place, so I don't want to put that on my lips and it's gonna like crack off and be like crumbly and gross. So I don't think I'm gonna use the like silvery shade on my lips either. Maybe I should. I think actually, yeah, I'll do that. Okay, I think this shade's like really cool. But my lips are starting to look like really dry and crusty because it's not meant to go on your lips. It's fine. This whole looks kind of crazy. Overall, I think the products are pretty nice for what they're meant for. I would not recommend putting the cream eyeshadow on your lips, but I don't know. The highlighter is really pretty. The eyebrow stuff, I do think it is a cool concept, but it did turn out like kind of patchy and the applicator wasn't the best. The applicator is like the reason for the patchiness, the reason why I'm kind of about it. Obviously this isn't like an everyday brow, but you know, for fun, yeah, for sure. Overall, I do think it's a pretty good collection. Like I said, more bold and colorful than like everyday wear, although whatever you want to wear, you can always wear. Like, no one can tell you any differently. But I do like it. Although the mascara, I was expecting a little bit more of a brighter purple, which I did not get, unfortunately. It's more of like a brownishy purple shade. But overall, I think it's really pretty, and the cream eyeshadow, in terms of it being on my eye, I really like the shade. Personally, I don't love cream eyeshadows because I feel like it's more difficult to work with than powder eyeshadows. I think I've only used cream eyeshadows like once or twice before, and I've never used them in a video before just because, like I said, I don't really like them that much. But I think this one is really gorgeous if you just want like a quick one shade or whatever. And honestly, it's making my eyes look really green. I love green eyeshadows because they make my green eyes pop so much, and I have a feeling it would do the same for blue eyes. But yeah, that's pretty much all for this video. I'd like to say a big thank you to Influenster for sending me this box to try out for you, and a big thank you to Sinful Colors as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!